Hello, it is Dana from Dana Doodles 2, and that's my Insta, or DanaMarie on YouTube. This is my avocado. Isn't he cute? I'm just testing to see if I am on camera. All right, look at that. Nice little seat for him. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. He's on a piece of washi tape. Oop, and I killed him. All right, today I am going to do the July flip. We just finished the May and June flip. And if you hung with me for the whole thing, it was long and chatty. I'm sorry. I'll try not to be so chatty. If you don't like the chatty videos, leave a kind, gentle comment in the comments. And I can do quicker flips. But I have nothing better to do, so here we go. If I get interrupted for work, I will edit this out. Can you see me? Yes, okay. So today is November, but this is the July flip, 2020, July 1st. I love, love, love these letters. I wish I had more of them. Here we are, 4 days to closing time and 12 days to moving time. If you watched my last flip, you'll know that we're about to move. So that's what most of my notes will be about in the beginning. All right, maybe 2020 will be like a mullet and the back half is the party. Well, it's November and I can tell you that that didn't happen. We're at the back half of 2020 and there's no party going on. In fact, it's getting worse. All right, July 1st. I worked and packed all day. Micah's friend came over. We had barbacoa for dinner. So much left to pack. 89 degrees. It was a nice day. Well, a hot day. July 2nd, we worked and packed all day, packed some of my clothes. We're getting more organized. After dinner, we went down and organized some of the basement. Packing up my art stuff is a lot of work. I packed what is basically garbage and scraps I use for mixed media art. It is kind of funny, like pieces of cardboard. I mean, like, I don't know, like this, this, which was from Love's Lynn's Life. I will save that because I'm going to use these stamps and I'll use this sticker, but I'll also use the paper because even though it's written on here, it's blank on the inside. There's lots of good craft paper right there. So that's the kind of stuff I packed up, and it kind of felt ridiculous to pack garbage, but I did, and it's in my basement in my paint room now. All right, this is a picture, and this and this. These are all from a magazine, I think. These I know are from Art Journaling magazine. I don't know what magazine that was. These are my crazy glittery letters. I printed emoticons because I could. I learned how to do that on my printer. I'm just an Einstein, what can I say? Let's see, worked and packed. Did more in the basement, started on the kitchen. My son was gone, so we had McAllister's and went to Lowe's to look at washers because I had to buy a washer and dryer. 2 days to closing, 10 days to move. Getting stressful. July 4th. We went to our friends for the 4th, had sandwiches and chips and dessert, played Phase 10. These friends are really good friends of ours that we get together once a month with, or we try to, and they're pretty much socially distanced, and we both work from home, and our kid did school from home, so we're very socially distanced, so it wasn't a problem for us to go over there, and we felt safe. We stopped at a shop on the way in. Micah got some cassettes for his Walkman that he got for his birthday. We packed both cars so we can head down to the house after church that day. I don't remember why we were going down to the house on July 4th. Oh, because it is 1 day to closing, 13 hours. 1 day and 13 hours to closing. 9 days to moving. So we were going down because it was July 4th. We were closing on July 6th. We spent the night at my mom's because obviously if we didn't close on the house, we couldn't get into it. But I stayed, so we'll see. We had lunch with friends at Red Robin. Had the walk through the house, excuse me. Talked to the husband and the teen son who then lived in our current house now. So it was the people that lived in the new house. We talked to them, and they answered a lot of questions we had about the house and told us about all the neighbors and how great they were. and they were still packing their truck the day before we closed. But they were really very nice. We were able to ask them, we have a fence in our backyard, and it's like, here's our backyard, but the fence only goes to here, and we didn't know why, so we asked them, and they enlightened us about that. Then we went to get our new washer and dryer, which we picked out. Front load with pedestals because of my back problems, and it is a lifesaver, believe me. Another Hug Me sticker, because that was just, I mean, we must have just, whoops, sorry. Yeah, the 5th was a Sunday, so we went down, we packed on the 4th, we left after church on Sunday and spent the night at my mom's, who lives like 45 minutes from my new house. So I put that in there from the day before. We went to the closing, and they needed some more time before we could do a final walkthrough, so we went and got coffee, and then we went back to the house, and they were still there getting their stuff in the moving truck. Such nice people. Tim set up the vacuum and unloaded our stuff, and then he left to go back home to our previous house, because we closed on this day, but we weren't moving in for another more than a week. So he left, and my mom came, and we cleaned the carpets and the refrigerator in the new house, and some of the cabinets. We had Culver's for dinner. When we went back to my mom's, it was 7 o'clock. Holy cow, it's closing day. And we bought a new mop and a broom. And this is the movers. And time's up. We closed. And here I put homeowner's insurance and a bank loan, which was not $20,000. Gosh, I wish. Just to go with closing on our new house. It was funny. Detour. Let's see. This is Tuesday the 7th. My husband has gone back to our house where we were currently living while I stayed overnight at my mom's and drove to the new house every day for a few days. We re-cleaned the carpets in the living and family room, cleaned the carpet in my room, cleaned out cabinets, cleaned the basement carpet, wiped down the bar, cleaned the desk in the rec room. It's built in, and actually that is now my paint area in the basement in the rec room. We scrubbed vents and baseboards, and there was still a lot to do. It was nasty hot. The sellers took tons of trash out to the curb before they moved, but it stormed today, and their trash blew all over the street. So I looked out the big front window, and I see trash just blowing down the street. And of course I had to go fetch it, because people that drive through our neighborhood don't know that that's not my trash blowing down the street. So, I mean, they did it to be nice, so we wouldn't have to drag their trash to the curb on trash day. So they put it out on Monday, the day we closed, and here it's Tuesday, and garbage day is until Wednesday, and I'm chasing their garbage down the street. This is Wednesday. My mom and I and my son got to the house early, and we got started. We went upstairs. We decided we were getting kind of like frazzled about what still needed to be done, because it's a 2-story house with a basement. So the main level, and then you have the upper level with all the bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and then you have a lower level, which is a finished basement and rec room. And it was just getting confusing because we're all 3 working on different projects, and we finally decided to just, instead of divide and conquer, combine and conquer. So we went upstairs, and we started at the top, and we finished everything that hadn't been done yet. So in that case, it was like the baseboards and doors. And then the only thing we didn't do is wash walls and light fixtures. And honestly, I've lived here since July 15th. It's November 12th, and I still haven't washed all the light fixtures. Shh. It's okay. They don't look dirty. Anyway, my aunts came by to see the house, and it was another 90-degree day, so it was super hot. And I put this cat here, and then I put a little bow on it and said, "Are you kidding me?" I hope we're still on. All right, Thursday the 9th. I was in a lot of pain, of course, after all that work. I have to drive home back to Illinois to the old house. I made it home. Everything hurts bad. The house is a chaotic mess because I had been down cleaning the new house. The old house was getting all packed up, and it was just a mess everywhere. Excuse me. The next few days will be chaotic. It stormed. Hope our house, the new house, is okay. Excuse me. Our child came over and helped us bring stuff up for our next trip down, because Thursday the 9th, we weren't moving until the 14th, but there was a weekend in between. So we closed on the house. Now we can get our stuff. We just had to wait. So we loaded up our cars and they helped take the TV off the wall so we could take some stuff down. Friday, I went to my appointment. You might know what that is. Getting that taken care of before we move. Dropped my son off at his friend's house to stand outside and talk. My pain level was terrible. I worked and watched TV. We had salad for dinner and then ice cream. Because, hey, what's better to top off a salad than ice cream? And we're making a trip to the house and the next day at 6 a.m. Yawn. Saturday the 11th, get out of bed, be on time. We left at 6 a.m. to be at the new house for the Wi-Fi guy, because that's very important when you work from home. You have to have Wi-Fi. So, and this is Saturday. My husband had to be up and running. Again, he works for corporate America, not a small business, and he had to be up and running by Monday. So we were there for quite a while, unloaded the car. I took all my paints. We met the neighbors, Pete, and now they just moved this weekend. Pete and Barb live next door. He's 80 years old, still takes care of his beautiful yard, and he gave me this 4-leaf clover. So sweet. And he gave it to us, so I taped it in here. We stopped at Burger Local when we went back to Illinois, because we're just trying to eat as many times as we possibly can before we move at all of our favorite places. Now home, getting ready to pack some more. And again, these pages were already pre-decorated because my stuff was packed. So this is a Project Life card. I didn't put anything on it. This is a note. One of our friends' daughters made this for us. Love you guys, to Tim and Dana. She made us this, so I tipped it into my journal so I could forever remember that, but I see them still. Today was our last day at the church. My husband preached and they did a slideshow of some of the things we did while we were there. Oh my goodness, heart-wrenching. I didn't realize how much we did. We do like big events for Halloween every year, and they were huge and so much fun. We did 3 plays while we were there, which was just an absolute blast. We just had so much fun being there. Anyway, so that slideshow was heart-wrenching. I'm sobbing in the pew. Anyway, it was so sweet. They had a dinner for us, and then we came home and packed. I can't believe we have one more day and so much left to do. It's a bit overwhelming. One day to pack. Tuesday, they will be here at 8 or 9 a.m. And these are the cards that people gave us because we were leaving. This is cute. Goodbye from all of us. And that was from our church family. Oh, wait, what does it say? What can we say? Watching you go is really the pits. And just more cards from friends that we made while we were there. This is from a magazine, all of this. I used some stickers. Let's see, went home and spent the entire day packing. So exhausting. I don't ever want to move again. And honestly, I don't think we will, unless, because this is a 2-story house with a basement and there are 14 stairs up to the bedrooms and 14 stairs down to the laundry. When I'm 80, I might have to move, but that's a while from now. Took Micah to his last ortho visit, which actually wasn't, because we decided not to transfer him. So now every 6 weeks we drive him back, which is like 2 hours to go to his appointment. And they told us the next appointment was 8 weeks and his braces should come off by Christmas. His next appointment is December 2nd, and that is when we expect his braces to come off, but we still don't know for sure. And this is moving day. Move Tuesday the 14th. So on the 14th, the moving trucks came to our Illinois house and loaded everything up, and then they took the trucks and took them back to their place because it's a big move and they don't do that overnight. It's an interstate move because we moved from Illinois to Indiana, but it's not like cross country. It's just like a few hours, but they still didn't want to pack 2 moving trucks. We had 2 big moving trucks. They don't want to pack those and then drive to the new house a few hours away and then unpack 2 trucks. So they came and left, and then we left. The 2 26-foot trucks came by 8:30 and were done by 11. We took 3 carloads, and Tim still had to go back again to the old house for more stuff because we had to be out. They were closing on that house on the 17th. So The trucks came to the old house, packed our stuff, and we came down with our go box, which I mentioned before, and a few things, and we slept in the house on the floor because none of our stuff was there until the 15th in the morning. And the trucks got to the new house at 8:30. I'm so glad we hired movers, 3 levels of work for them. We could not have done it. Everything is in now to find room. We have some painting to do. The neighbor Pete mowed our lawn. The 80-year-old man mowed our lawn because he came over on moving day and said the people that had lived there hadn't mowed for a while, and I think he was worried that we weren't going to mow for a while, and how could we? We just moved in. So he mowed it for us in the front and the sides, which was really nice. He's really cute. Let's see. This is the front of my house. This is the back of my house. This sunroom is like one of my favorite rooms. You've probably seen a video of it on Insta. I'm definitely not bragging. This is like a dream come true for us. I still honestly did not believe that we were going to get it. And then when we arrived, it actually happened on the 14th. When we arrived, there was a box on the porch, and it had this doormat that says, "Home is wherever I'm with you, the Steggy family." And this is the message inside. And I thought it was a gift from our realtor because, sometimes they do that. They make a big, huge commission off you. They usually give you a gift, but I thought, okay, that's fine. And then I saw the message, and it was from our friends from Illinois that we always play games with, and they are super, super people. And it was a sweet gift. Brought tears to my eyes. All right, we're only on the 16th. I gotta move it along. So now we're moved in. We started working on the kitchen, went grocery shopping. We had to do some painting. The showers are terrible. The water comes out so hard, it hurts. We did get that fixed, thankfully. I mean, it caused pain. It was like piercing needles into your skin. It was really weird, but it's fixed now. It was a pressure issue. Easy fix, thank God. We had salads for dinner and worked in the laundry room and the basement a little, and then the living room. So much to do. It feels weird to be here. Still feel unsettled. Friday, Tim decided to run the self-clean on the oven today. Now see, when we moved out of the house the house we left, that we were living in, I pulled out the washer and the dryer and the stove and the fridge, and I cleaned the oven. I did all that. Then I had to come here and do it here too. This is why I do it for people, so they don't have to do it. But I did have to do that in this house, so we had to run the self-clean oven. It was terrible. The oven was awful. So we opened all the windows and the doors, and it was hot. And the house stunk. The oven was gross. I had to wipe it down. I hid in the basement for most of the day unpacking because it smelled so bad upstairs from the oven because there was so much food burnt on it. I did a little sorting in the basement. We went to Target and Kohl's to get curtains for Tim's office and our sunroom, which we didn't get. Oh no, our room, which we did get. We didn't find any for our room. Wait a minute. I don't know. We had Chipotle and went to Costco. This is a note from our neighbor across the street. They're very sweet. They brought us brownies. Pete, the next door neighbor that mowed our lawn, actually brought us cookies. Saturday, the 18th, the heat index was 105. Hot. Tim picked up his grill, and they went to Galactic Greg's. It's like a comic store to look at models for my son. We had smoothies for lunch, went to Menards. We got our curtains at Menards. I know, it's crazy. Our room, 2 windows, $39 for the curtains. Tim's office was $75 because he had 3 windows. So we got really cheap curtains, but they actually look really nice. Well, his do. Mine feel like a shower curtain. It's kind of weird. But there's so many windows in this house, we just had to get some curtains up. I'll eventually replace the ones in my room, but whatever. And some for the family room, which were only $30. Again, from Menards. Who knew? So much cheaper. We also got paint for the closets, paint supplies, and self-stick floor tiles for the island and under the sink. Got the pantry and under the sink done. Scrubbed oven and oven racks. Gross. Oh, this is just song lyrics. This is Sunday. We watched church online. Our kids came over and helped us work in the kitchen. We went to Round the Clock, which is a local RGR, a regular Greek restaurant. They have lemon rice soup. And that's just sermon notes. It apparently rained, and we probably had ice cream, or I just doodled about ice cream ahead of time. Who knows? Another hug me sticker. I don't know why that I wouldn't have gone there. I don't know. Monday the 20th, we bought a new table and chairs and a clearance headboard from a furniture store here. Our kids helped us with the kitchen, painted the pantry, put a new floor in it, painted the powder room, linen closet. So when we moved in, we were moved in, but we didn't unpack or put everything away because every room in the house, no, every closet in the house had to be painted. So we had to do that. That took a while. We got a water softener and a reverse osmosis system. Well, we ordered it that day. We cleaned out the garage and organized it so we can get both cars in. We painted the hall closet and did some stuff around the house. If 2020 was a bag of chips, orange juice and toothpaste flavored. All right. You guys took Friends off Netflix in December, and look what happened to 2020. Hasn't been anybody's day, their week, their month, or even their year. My mom and my stepdad came over with their friend to see the house, and she brought a casserole and lemon cake, which was nice because we were tired. We painted the upstairs linen closet, my son's closet, and my office closet. And here we said some states are tightening up COVID because the COVID numbers are on the rise, so not sure if he's going to go to school in 3 weeks in his new school. It's November. He still has not gone in person because the numbers are high here. We checked out this Ricochet Tacos. This is what we call the bougie taco place. The restaurant's called Ricochet here in town. And one taco, well, that's not a taco. Here, these are the prices. Now, I called because I was like, is that for one taco or two, or is that a meal? Nope, nope, nope. Chips and guac are $9. The tacos, like, you can see the tacos are like $5, $8, $6, whatever, each. So we each got 2 tacos, and it was expensive. And they are very good, but holy cow. We painted the master bedroom closet. A friend came over, my son's friend. We went to a garden center, and I got another plant, 2 plants. Tried not to buy too many before we moved because we had to move them, and those things had to go in the car. All right, I woke up the 24th in excruciating pain. It did not get better. We taped my son's room, got my office and his room ready to paint. The new headboard came. We unpacked some of our room. COVID is not going away. My boss's family, 13 people got it from a wedding. Out of 17 people in her family that went to this wedding, 13 got it. Scary. A friend was coming over the next day to paint. Bless their little hearts. What we would do without them. I'll leave this here. You can read those. I don't want to bore you. Saturday the 25th, my friend came around noon. We had beef sandwiches for lunch, painted Micah's room, and had Aurelio's. Really, she painted my son's room. I'm terrible at painting. Terrible. And then she went home, and my pain level was still so high I wasn't able to do much. Thankful for friends willing to help. Tim put together his grill. It was a hot day, and the house was still a mess. So much work to do. We're almost done. The 26th was a Sunday. We watched church online. We did some small projects. I made some notes, church notes. And it said, what we need right now is a new hope. Let us be agents of hope. We did small projects around the house, bought curtains for my son at Menards, because, hey, they look nice and they were cheap. And we unpacked our bathroom stuff and went to Valpo Velvet. It's a local ice cream company. They make the ice cream right here in our town. It's amazing. It's so, so good, so creamy, and so expensive, like crazy. This was a gloomy day. I got a lot done, unpacked, and put away a bunch of stuff on the main level. We went to Lowe's and bought a palm tree for my sunroom, which is now in my dining room, and not happy about it. And then we went to Costco. This is another paint chip thing. And it says, in 20 years, when kids ask about the 2020 toilet paper shortage, I'm telling them that we had to drag our butts across the lawn in the snow, uphill both ways, dodging murder hornets. Sometimes I wonder if all this is happening because I didn't forward that message to 10 other people. Ha ha ha. All right. The 28th. This page is a mess. If you can see the little pineapples, these are rub-ons that I got from the Dollar Tree. and I did not realize how much they would adhere. So instead of cutting out like one little pineapple and then rubbing it on, I just turned the sheet over thinking it would be fine and rubbed one little pineapple off from the sheet, and they all went on here, but not nicely, so it's a mess. Whatever. So, you know who will never be able to social distance themselves? My thighs. Yeah, no kidding. All right, my mom came over to help me with yard work. We pulled weeds and trimmed 3 or 4 huge bushes, and the yard looks much better. My husband cooked on the new grill. Just a quick, easy meal on the gas grill. So he bought a combo grill. It's gas, charcoal, and smoker. And man, that charcoal is so much better. We had Polish sausage and grilled zucchini. I had a bad headache from being dehydrated. And yes, my rub-ons stuck. And these are Chuckles. I found little mini Chuckles. I don't know if you remember, if you were from my generation, Chuckles was a candy that we ate when we were younger. Busy day at 1:55. My friends came over to paint my office, which is Sea Salt from Sherwin-Williams. I love the color. Culligan came over to install our water softener. We got Culver's for dinner before our friends left. And they put in a new shower head, which made the shower not painful. That was wonderful. And my mom has a handyman she calls Cool Hand Luke. His name isn't even Luke. I think his business is called Cool Hand Luke. I don't even know. But he came to wash all of our windows. And boy, do we have a lot of windows in this house. And, you know, because the sunroom alone is like 12 windows plus the peak, plus all the windows in the bedrooms. So he cleaned all our windows, and they looked good for a few days. But what you gonna do? And the last day, you're probably thankful because this is a long video too. I unpacked some boxes in my paint space. It may be a while before I get down there to create. Didn't do much, unpacked a box or two, spent a lot of time laying down today icing my spine. If 2020 were a piñata, it's a hornet's nest. Tim put a second coat on my office. Later, he put all my furniture where I want it, and now I need to organize. And this is related to, here, where'd it go? I know I just saw it. So I talked about this in a previous video. I did this doodle of, Emmy Lou Arts posted a picture that her son drew of himself. And I thought it was so cute that I drew a picture of Henry in what I just saw it in one of my pages. Anyway, so I thought, well, that's a cute picture. I'm going to draw a sister, Harriet. And Emmy Lou Arts' daughter is not named Harriet and doesn't look like this, but I just drew that to make it a pair. So now I have Henry and Harriet in my journal. And this is the 31st, last day of July. Spent most of the day organizing my office and working. I still had a lot to do. My husband planted hostas in my bleeding heart. We had Caesar's salad for dinner. We went to Valpo Velvet for ice cream, and I had moose tracks and some espresso flavor. It was so good. And that is that. Today, lean into the good. Find the sparkle in the normal. Speak with kindness, freely. Let go of labels. See the beauty behind the busy. Dare greatly. Love others without conditions. Get caught up in the gift of life today. And that is all for this long video. And the next flip through will be August. All right, thanks for hanging with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.